Hi, today I'm looking at the guitar solo from Marlene on the Wall by Suzanne Vega. The solo was played by Jon Gordon, who I think played with Suzanne Vega quite a bit. I don't really know much about him, but this is a really good solo, and no one ever asks to learn it. No one ever talks about it. I think it's a really good solo. It's quite short, but if you're watching this, you presumably know that it's a good solo. But yeah, so I'm just going to go through each phrase. Just want a clean guitar sound, kind of a stratty sound. That kind of sound suits the song, and it's the kind of sound that he had originally. A bit of an 80s sort of sound. I think this song was mid 80s. Okay, so I'm just going to go through each phrase individually. There's a lot of string bending in this, so it's deceptively tricky really, because you've got to be really accurate with your bends. So the first note, the way it comes in, it's a 13 on the third string, but we're bending it to sound like a 14. So it's a G sharp, bending it to sound like an A. So here's the A. You've got to make this note sound like that. So it's only a small bend, like a semitone bend or half step bend. And then a release. So you pick the string, push it up, let it down again. Next one, very similar. It's another bend and release where you pick the string once, push it up, let it down again. But this time it's a 10 on the second string. So you've got to jump down to here. And we're bending to a 12, so it's a bigger bend than that first one. So if I put them together, it's... Now you could play these notes in several different places. This is just where I think he played it. I don't know that, I haven't seen him play it, but it's just listening to it, this is where I think he's playing. And then we move up to the same string, 14, second string, play a 14, bend it to sound like a 15, so it's another small bend, another semitone bend. But this one, it's a little bit harder because he holds it so it sounds like a 15, then lets the string down to 14, pushes it up to 15 again, lets it down to 14. That's all with one pick, like this. So it's a little bit harder, that one. Then the next phrase, we're on the 14 on the second string, which is a C sharp. You play that and very quickly slide back to a 12, very quickly, so you barely hear the 14. So the main thing you hear is the 12. Then play an 11. Followed by a 14 on the first string, bend it up to sound like a 16. First string's the hardest one to bend, so it's quite, even though it's only a 2 fret bend, it's quite hard. And then play the 14 normally, like this. So that whole phrase is... So I'll just recap on what we've got from the beginning. So perfect little phrases, really good solo. And then the next one is a pre-bend. You probably know what pre-bends are, but just in case you don't, the pre-bend, it's a 14 on the second string. Now, if it was just a bend and release, that would be this, where I pick the string, push it up to sound like a 16, let it down to 14, so that'd be this. But the difference with a pre-bend is you don't pick the string, you just push the bend up silently, so you don't hear anything, then pick it, then let the string come down. Like that. So all you hear is the 16, so you've got to judge how far to push it. Then 12 on the same string. So from the previous bend it was like that. Pre-bends are really effective, very expressive, a little bit difficult to do. And then there's a little faster phrase here. Move back to 11 on the second string. And you play the 11, hammer on to 12 with second finger, pull off to 11 again, and then come down. It's actually a natural minor scale. Come down to third string, 13, 11, fourth string, 13. So that was... Do it slowly. And then first finger comes back to the 11 on the 3rd string, play that, slide to 13, then play 11 again. So the whole phrase. And then we stay in the same position, 11th position. For the next one, go to 4th string, 11, hammer onto 13. Next string, 11. And then I quite like this bit, you play a 2nd finger note, which is 2nd string, 12, slide to 14. So it's, like I'm doing, probably want a little bit of vibrato on that. And then play the 14 on the 1st string, 14 on the 2nd again, but another quick slide back to 12. Like that. That takes a little bit of practice to get those. And then same string, 2nd string, 11, 12, pull off to 11. So you pick the string twice, but you're getting 3 notes. And then a 13 on the 4th string. And after that, now you just slide your finger down. So that whole phrase there was like this. And there's a really nice Mark Knopfler style lick that he does here. It's 3rd string, 13, pull off to 11. 2nd string, 12, pull off to 11. 2nd string again, 16, pull off to 14. And 1st string, 16, pull off to 14. So it was. It's quicker, it's like. And it goes straight into the last phrase, which is a bend from 18 on the 1st string. It's only a small bend, but as I said, 1st string's the hardest one to bend. So it's a 1 fret bend, so you're making 18 sound like a 19. There's 19. Yeah. So it's worth taking these bends and practicing them individually. And then play the 18. So that was 2nd string, 19, bend to 21. So that's a bigger bend, but the 2nd string's easier to bend. Then play the 19 twice. And then your finger just slides down. So that last little bit with the bends was. So I'll play through the whole solo just slowly, phrase by phrase, kind of in time but slowed down. And then up to speed. Great little solo. Really good one to learn, I think, because of all those bends and the precision of the bends. I think it's a good sort of kind of intermediate level solo to learn. I'll have to look out for more solos by the same guy. I don't know anything about Jon Gordon, but yeah, that's certainly a really good one. So I hope it works okay for you and it all makes sense. If you like this lesson, please click like and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. And if you want to suggest any other solos you'd like to see lessons on, then please do in the comments. Okay, thanks.